People who grew up as the black sheep of the family, how's life like now? I spent 18 years feeling like I didn't belong in my own family. I was the quiet artist in a house full of loud athletes. Every dinner conversation revolved around sports I didn't understand, while my sketchbooks collected dust in my room. My dad would sigh whenever I mentioned art school instead of following my brothers into business. Drawing won't pay the bills, he'd say, not even looking at the portfolio I'd spent months perfecting. My brothers got trophies displayed in the living room, while my art contest medals stayed hidden in my desk drawer. The worst was family reunions. Aunts and uncles would crowd around my brothers asking about games and scholarships. I'd sit alone at the kids' table even as a teenager, drawing on napkins and feeling invisible. The day I got accepted to art school, I barely told anyone. Mom gave me a quick hug before rushing to my brother's basketball game. Dad just nodded and said, "Well, I hope you know what you're doing." I moved across the country feeling both terrified and relieved. Finally, I could breathe. 3 years later, my first gallery showing opened downtown. I didn't invite my family. Why would I? But as I stood nervously watching people view my work, I heard a familiar voice. "That's my daughter's painting," my dad said to a stranger, his voice cracking slightly. I turned around to see my entire family, parents, brothers, even those aunts and uncles, standing there with flowers. "We took a red eye to be here," Mom whispered, hugging me tight. "Your brother found the announcement online." My oldest brother, the star athlete I could never measure up to, pointed to my largest painting. "That one's incredible. You've always seen the world differently than us. I'm sorry we didn't appreciate that sooner." Dad cleared his throat, eyes suspiciously wet. "I was wrong about your art. I didn't understand it. But now I see." He gestured to the sold-out tags on most of my work. "You found your people. And we're still your family, if you'll have us." Now my parents have my artwork hanging right next to my brother's trophies. At family gatherings, my nieces and nephews crowd around asking me to teach them to draw. And every month, my brothers and I have a video call. They tell me about their lives, and I show them what I'm working on. Sometimes being the black sheep means finding your own path, even when no one understands it. But sometimes the flock eventually catches up to you.